welcome back to my kitchen. Today is a very special video because we've actually got a giveaway running for some of the equipment that I'm going to be using today with Masterclass. So if you want to check out the details for the competition, head over to my Instagram page, the link will be down below, and you could win yourself a baking set from Masterclass. These are the tins that I'm going to be using today to make my orange cake, which is a new recipe. So let's dive right in and start cooking. My pan, my Masterclass pan with Trex, and I'm going to line it with a little bit of greaseproof paper. And if you want to see that in a bit more detail, check out my other videos on the cakes playlist on the channel. So they're ready to go. In here I've got margarine and caster sugar. The quantities will be down below in the description with the full recipe. My mixer. Decided to use my hand mixer today. Get the same results using a hand mixer like this. You don't need an expensive piece of equipment. So I start off with 2 eggs and a good sprinkling of the flour with just a pinch of salt, and then I'm going to add in our flavouring, and I'm going to be using this orange extract from Tesco. I don't know if you can see that there. Just added in about a teaspoon and a half of orange extract. And I'm just going to add to that the zest of 1 orange. Okay, so with the hand mixer we're going to start mixing, and then I'll add in 2 more eggs at a time until they're all fully incorporated. See how deliciously creamy that is. I'm going to add my flour, and just as I would in the stand mixer, just on low now until it starts to combine. Here we are. Just use my spatula now to finish off mixing, and then it's ready for the tins. So we've got our cakes out of the oven. Woo, slidey. And I'm putting them on my new cooling rack from Masterclass that they also sent me. In the second one out. The smell on these orange cakes is, oh, it's gorgeous. I'm just moving on to making the Swiss brown buttercream. So I've got some water heating up in the hob here, and I've added 600 grams to my mixing bowl for my mixer. You do need a you do need a stand mixer for this type of buttercream. So I'm going to start adding my egg white. I've got simmering water now, and my sugar and my egg white. I'm just going to whisk that together with a hand whisk. This whisk is really good, it's my new favourite, and that's also from Masterclass, and is also one of the things that you can win in the bundle. At this stage of making the Swiss brown buttercream, we're looking for the sugar to melt and dissolve into the egg white, and for it to reach around 60 degrees, and that means the egg's pasteurised. And when I lift it up like this and rub it between my fingers later on, it'll be completely smooth. That's how we know it's ready to move on to the mixer then. So that now is smooth in between my fingers. So I'm going to take this straight off the heat and then onto my stand mixer. I'm going to turn that straight up to high now. Taking off the buttercream that I think I'm going to need for the orange cake, and I'm going to put in probably 1 and a bit caps of the orange blossom, and then I'm going to give it a good stir, and then I'm going to taste it. And just as in cooking, testing your food as you go along is just as important in baking. Yeah, I'm going to put a little bit more in. Yes, that's lovely. So I'm going to just take a really small amount here. I'm going to add in just a tiny bit of orange. I want this to be a really natural looking cake, but I think it's going to be nice to just have a little bit of colour on the outside. So that's our buttercream sorted and our cake sorted, and they're almost cool. So we'll come back in a little bit and we'll put it all together. So our cakes are now cool and our buttercream's made, so we're going to put it all together. So I've started with a little ring of this mat, which is non-slip, and I'm going to add on a 12-inch cake board that we're just going to be working on. Then I got another piece of this non-slip, and then I'm going to put on my cake board. So I've got my orange flavoured buttercream here, so I'm just going to smooth on a little bit. Then I'm going to add on our first cake. I'm going to centre that up on the board. Then I'm going to add some of this beautiful Sicilian blood orange marmalade. So if you see that there. Put on a nice spoonful of this, but like quite a thin layer. We don't want it to be an overpowering flavour. A bit like you put on your toast, I suppose, that sort of amount. And what this does is the buttercream and the cake are all very sweet, because orange is a sort of sweet flavour. And this is sort of almost bitter, and it sort of makes the cake not overly sweet then. I've upgraded my piping bags to the bigger ones, because they were always a bit small, the other ones. Fine for detail work, but not for the buttercream. So I'm just going to put this on, just sort of roughly, and we'll smooth that out. We're going to put the bottom on the top now. Give that a bit of a flatten down. Okay, so I'm just going to put the rest on the top now. What I'm going to do is just put a few blobs around the place, sort of sporadically. And then when we scrape it back, it's just have a tiniest bit of orange. I'm just going to come around the edge now. Just neaten that out, spin it around. Not too much pressure. And then one last time with the side scraper. Just to neaten up that top edge. And you can go like this over and over again until you get exactly how you want it. But I'm quite happy with this as it is now. And we're going to finish this off just with some lovely candied oranges on the top. Put this in the fridge now for about half hour to firm up, and then we'll decorate it, and then we'll put it on our cake stand and we'll have a slice. So I've got our cake out of the fridge now, after about 20 minutes. I'm just going to lift it up. I can put my fingers underneath because there's a board there. I'm going to pop this bit of non-slip onto my presentation so that it doesn't slip off there either. I've just got some candied oranges that I've made. They're really simple, and I'll put the recipe for those down below. So I'm just going to pop these on the top. So there's my orange cake all finished. It's a really delicate flavour with the orange, but you can definitely taste it, and it's really, really yummy. And if you would like to take part in the competition that Masterclass is running through my Instagram page and their Instagram page, please click on the link down below and it'll take you to my Instagram, and it'll tell you exactly what you need to do, and then you can make your own version. So all it is now, I'm going to cut into it and have a slice. Since I made this the first time, I couldn't wait to make it again, so dum dum dum. If you did enjoy the video, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification button. I usually post once a week on a Sunday, and that will just notify you, and leave me a thumbs up because that really does help, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I can't wait to see you next time. Like a slice, Alan? Well, you can't.